Hello everyone, I am MD Warshid Khan back with the videos of WBCS for all. Today I am going to teach you that how Indian Constitution was made, what was the logic behind the making of Indian Constitution, what was the process. It is a very important chapter, especially from WBCS and from any other competitive examination point of view. There is a little bit details about me that I got rank 8 in CTA 2016. I have one more request from you. Kindly subscribe our YouTube channel. There is a red button below the screen. There's a red button below the screen. Kindly click on that, and after that a ringing bell will appear. Just click on that so that whenever I will make a video, you will get the notification. Okay, and I have decided that I will complete the entire polity and economy and if possible history before the prelims examination. So I request you to kindly follow the pattern and videos given by me. This was how the Indian Constitution was made. The first chapter of Indian polity were by Laxmikant, and the first chapter is of the historical background of Indian Constitution. I have already uploaded a notes of one page of A4 size page in which I have given all the acts of regulating act of 1773 till Indian independence of 1947. So I will request you to follow through that. I did the second chapter of Indian Constitution. Okay, how Indian Constitution was made. So first of all, it was the idea given by M.N. Roy, a communist, and he was the first person to propound the idea of a constituent assembly and an Indian Constitution. After that, in 1935, Indian National Congress officially demanded a constituent assembly to draft a constitution. In 1938, Jawaharlal Nehru, on the behalf of Indian National Congress, declared that the Constitution of Free India will be made by a constituent assembly chosen by people. Okay, what about after that? After that, August officer 1942, Cripps Mission 1942, August officer 1940, Cripps Mission 1942, and finally Cabinet Mission in 1946. Remember that the Cabinet Mission consists 3 members: A.V. Alexander, Patrick Lawrence, and Sir Stafford Cripps. And Patrick Lawrence was the chairman of the commission. It given the permission for a constituent assembly in March 1946. An election held in July 1946, and finally a constituent assembly was made in November 1946. Okay. Now it was decided that the Constituent Assembly is of 389 members. Okay, 296 members is from British India, that is those part of British India where there is a direct rule of British government, and 93 will be from the princely state. Okay, means princely state will send their representative. How the British Indian will send their representative? They will send, means there are assemblies, there are legislative assemblies, they will send their person to constituent assembly. Okay, and the British provinces will directly nominate the person. So out of 296, 292 provinces, 292 members will be come from the British provinces, and 4 members from Chief Commissioner province. Okay, now how it was decided? It was decided that out of every million people, that is out of every 10 lakhs people, there will be a member, and the seats were divided in 3 categories in the proportion of to their population. At that time, the 3 categories was Muslim, Sikh, and general. General categories are those who are except Muslim and Sikhs. And it was decided the proportional representation by the method of single transferable vote, means every community will give representation according to their share in the population, and it will decided by, as the today means we can see that the election of Raj Sabha, the same way at the time the election of Constituent Assembly was made. Out of 296 members who will be elected from British provinces directly, Indian National Congress won 208 seats, Muslim League 73 seats, and Independence 15 seats. In this way, the tally turned around 296. The first meeting of Constituent Assembly was held in 9 December 1946, but as we know that Muslim League boycotted it because it demanded a separate country, that is Pakistan. So the the member who were present were only 280 members at present in the first meeting. So what will happen, how the process will going on? We must have to choose a president. So following the French practices, Dr. Sachidanand Sinha was chosen as the temporary practices. What was the French practice? French practice was that we choose the most elder member of the assembly as the temporary chairman, and Dr. Satyanarayana Sinha was the most eldest member. He was near about 90 years, 92 years, so he was chosen as the temporary president. Then what happened that after that, when he became temporary president, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was chosen as the permanent president or the president of the Constituent Assembly. Remember one thing, G.V. Mavlankar was chosen as the speaker of the parliament, because the interim parliament means the Constituent Assembly also worked as the interim parliament till independence and the first election. So we must have a speaker. So G.V. Mavlankar was chosen as a speaker. So what happens when the when the Constituent Assembly is set for drafting constitution, and the chair is presided by Rajendra Prasad, and when the parliament set for doing normal work, then G.V. Mavlankar presided the chair. Okay, what happened after withdrawing of Muslim League? The tally of 389 turned around 299, and the provinces, British province, and that were earlier of 296 seats, came around 229. Princely state, which were earlier 93 in the number, turn around 70. So the British Constituent Assembly work as interim parliament as well as Constituent Assembly. Okay. Now what was the activities of Constituent Assembly? It took 11 sessions, and 2 years, 11 months and 18 days were taken to complete the constitution. So it is better to remember 12 days less than 3 years, so that we will automatically get information that 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. And 60, we have already studied the constitution of 60 country at that time, and total 64 lakh rupees were spent on making of Indian constitution. One more thing, there was an objective resolution moved by Jawaharlal Nehru on December 13, 1946 and adopted by Constituent Assembly on January 22, 1947, and that becomes our preamble. So remember, preamble is nothing but the objective resolution proposed by Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay. Now B.N. Rao was chosen as the constitutional advisor or legal advisor of Constituent Assembly. These are the other activities. National flag were chosen on 22nd of July 1947. Commonwealth membership ratified in May 1949. National song, national anthem plus election of the first president, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, was done on 24th January 1950. Remember, it is not 1947, it is a printing mistake or typing mistake, it is 1950. Okay. Now there were some committees were made. These committees will decide on the particular activities, and they are very much important. They were the major committees, and only one minor or ad hoc committee was important. The first committee was Union Power Committee plus States Committee. States Committee are created for negotiating with states, plus Union Constitution Committee. These committees were headed by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. You remember, Union Power Committee, second number, States Committee and Union Constitution Committee. These three committees were headed by Jawaharlal Nehru. Apart from that, Provincial Constitution plus Advisory Committee on Minorities, Advisory Committee on Fundamental Minority and Tribal and Excluded Area. These two committees were headed by Sardar Patel. And Rules of Procedure Committee, Finance and Staff Committee, Steering Ad Hoc Committee plus Ad Hoc Committee on National Flag. These four committees were headed by Honorable First President of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. After that comes the most important thing, that is the Drafting Committee. The Drafting Committee consists of 7 members. The first one is Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, who was the chairman. Second one is N. Gopalaswamy Iyengar. After that, A.Y. Iyer. Remember, A.Y. Iyer. Fourth number is K.M. Munshi. Fifth number is M.D. Sadaullah. 6th number is Madhav Rao, who replaced B.L. Mittal because he was ill. And the 7th number is T.T. Krishnachari, who replaced D.P. Khaitan because D.P. Khaitan was dead. In this way, our constitution was made. Okay. And there are little bit other information, like elephant was adopted as the symbol of Constituent Assembly. V.R. Iyengar, Secretary of Constituent Assembly. S.N. Mukherjee, Chief Draftsman of Constitution of Constituent Assembly. Prem Bihari Raizada, he was the calligrapher of the Constitution, means he wrote the Constitution by his own hand in beautiful handwriting. Original Constitution was written by him following italic style. Original constitution was beautified and decorated by artists from Santi Niketan, including Nand Lal Bose and Bihar Ram Manohar Sinha. Bihar Ram Manohar Sinha also beautified, illuminated and ornamented the original constitution. One more thing which is remember, Hindi version was the Hindi version of the constitution, the calligraphy was done by Vasant Bihari Vaidya, and it was diligently decorated and illuminated by our honorable Nand Lal Bose. In this way we can say that in this video I have completed the making of Indian constitution, and I am guaranteeing you if you will try to solve all the previous year question, you may easily solve that. And I think this chapter is clear. Thank you very much for the video. Do share and promote the video. Give your opinion in the comment box.